It's just about that time of the week. Time for the Weekly Weebs Podcast. Grab your friends, family, waifus, and husbandos, and join your favorite weebs for an exciting show of anime talk. Hosts Crimson, Frenchie, Wigwiki, and Zario Machini will review and suggest shows, talk about news from the industry, and tackle some of the biggest arguments in the world of anime. It's the Weekly Weebs Podcast, starting now.
So this is another episode of the Weekly Weebs. Very nice. And we're going to talk about a show that Crimson assigned that I absolutely despise. And I think
at least two other people.
Podcast, 2/4 of the podcast, another 50% of the podcast. Two other people in this room out of the four do not like it. I don't know how Crimson feels about it, but I know the other two of us have been vocal, so I'm going to pass it off.
Show of hands real quick. Who liked this show? You hear that, listeners?
So I'm going to pass it off to the person that assigned the show, Crimson.
Defend your choice.
My Deer Friend Nokotan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And when he said that, I was like, oh, he sent it, and I'm like, oh, he mistyped it. I'm like, no, he fucking didn't. It's actually a goddamn deer. Yep. And it made no sense plot-wise.
Okay, we're pushing it over to Crimson.
So,
And time's up. That's all the good things there are to say about the show.
I didn't know what to expect from this show other than some sort of parody show. Because...
What was this
or not
parody of?
I'm sorry, let me rephrase. Not parody. Like
Parody's nuts.
It's a gag show.
Yeah, gag show. Thank you.
I wish I was
gagging on my puke.
And I honestly liked it a lot.
I knew you would.
Solely because... Here's the thing, and I realized it earlier this morning. Every now and then, I like to assign these kind of shows solely because I don't mind watching just random stupidness that's anime.
Know it was going to be this,
I knew it was going to be some sort of gag anime. When your main character is a deer girl...
When he messaged the first time in the chat, I'm pretty sure he said, I know nothing about this show.
I knew that was My Deer Friend Nokotan, and there was a girl deer. I saw one thing on TikTok about it.
It was a funny anime.
Because the one thing I saw on TikTok was her entering... No, it was when she was entering the school the first time, and her antlers broke through the door. I saw that one moment on TikTok. I was like, I know this is going to be stupid as shit. I want to watch it.
When all the pieces of the wall are smashing into people's faces.
And they're all smiling while it's happening. Yeah, like I said, I know for a fact this is not a good show. Let me start off with that. But that doesn't mean that I did not like it because of it.
Fair.
Every now and then, stupid shows can also be fun.
I knew while watching it that you were probably having a grand time.
Oh, dude, I was dying.
Every second that I was hating it, I was like, Crimson's probably loving this.
I was semi-high during most of it.
Oh, well, see, that was my problem. I was stone sober.
That's your problem. That was your problem, man.
But the first episode, I would say, were like the times of the series that got some chuckles out of me. And then the jokes got real stale real quick every episode past that. And yeah, I did not like the door bit was kind of funny, and her introduction when she's stuck in the power lines was kind of funny. And then after that,
I will say, and this may not help my case in this before Frenchie goes on his spiel. Every time they said Shika in the background, that's just Japanese for deer. So they were just saying deer in the background.
Yeah, and they also did that every episode.
Yeah, because Shika Noko is Japanese for deer girl.
Yeah.
So her name is Deer Girl, and the deer in the background would just say deer.
Yep.
Or yell it like the one when they were eating boba or drinking boba. There's just a random deer in the background yelling deer.
They sure were.
Two moments I did genuinely laugh. when she scammed the people for deer crackers and then
and then just chopped the whole hand.
at the zoo. That one was good. The grandma at the sports festival ripping.
Oh, that was running fast as fuck.
Yeah. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? That one was good. Everything else was not. The fuck.
The Frenchie hour has now begun.
The fact they didn't just like superimpose real deer into it, instead gave us this abomination of 3D animation.
Oh man,
What? Why?
Disgusting CG deer.
What was the fucking point? We've seen them put real things into anime before. I'm pretty sure they did it multiple times in Pop Team Epic.
Probably.
Why didn't you just put like an actual fucking deer superimposed into your animation?
That's the point. Again, this show's not meant to be purposefully good at all.
But Crimson, that means they had to spend more money to build a 3D model of a deer and have someone animate it.
Yeah.
They paid more money to be worse.
There's multiple times in this show where they talk about how much the manga struggled to like produce anything or survive, and every time it did, I just out loud said, "I wonder why." It took us 3 years to be able to get to the summer arc in the manga. I wonder why.
Maybe that was another reason I liked it, is because it purposefully called itself out at the same time.
Maybe.
So it was one of those shows where it was not only a gag show, but it was a gag show that was self-aware as well.
But so was 100 Girlfriends, and we all know how well most of us feel about that show.
Oh yeah, you weren't here. I started watching season 2 out of boredom.
I swear to fucking God!
I do need to watch the new episode though.
Crimson.
Here's the thing.
Buddy.
Here's the thing.
Honey.
I'm Honey.
Meta.
Here's the thing. Let me explain myself before you go off, because I know you will. Every
She's
now
a
and
predator.
oh, I don't
She
give
went
a fuck
after
about
the
that woman.
deer. She's a predator. She could have gone after the deer in this show.
I don't give a fuck about the mom in that show. The only reason I'm watching season 2 is because, one, it's another gag-like anime. It's stupid, and right now I'm fine with stupid shit, especially with me training for a new job. I don't need a brain overload.
But Cole, it's trying to be a good show. That's the problem.
Oh, I
Like,
do not
I'll-
see it
I'll
that
give
way.
Nokotan, I'll give it credit. It's supposed to be stupid. It's trying. It doesn't have a cohesive plot. It's not trying to.
You're saying 100 Girlfriends is trying to.
100 Girlfriends is trying to have a
Okay.
cohesive plot that makes zero fucking sense.
I thought you were saying Dear Friend is trying to be a good show, and I was like,
I don't
Don't
really
think so.
care.
No,
about
no.
I don't really
No,
care about the plot for 100 Girlfriends. It's just
You
It's
just
just
looking
the
at
vibe.
titties. He's looking at titties. This man won't fucking watch Naruto or Bleach, but he'll look at these titties. You could be looking at fucking Yoruichi or Matsumoto.
there's tons of titties in Bleach.
Oh my god.
but those are also commitment shows, right? Where
Like
they're
100
longer.
plus episodes.
As much of a commitment as you want to take at a time, you can watch it in just casual chunks. Especially once you get to the filler arcs, then it can be 100% background noise.
Or just skip them. Fuck it.
Yeah, skip is the better option. But if you're trying to have background noise, that's a good time for filler.
Maybe I'll actually start watching that stuff during my hour in between Erica being off work and me being off work. I can throw it on the background or something while I'm cooking. So that way I have it going.
No,
'Cause I
put
can,
100 Girlfriends on in the background.
but I can't watch it if it's subbed. It's not dubbed yet.
Even more reason not to fucking watch it.
So you're paying extra attention to this show.
I will say, the sub voice acting is better than the dub in 100 Girlfriends.
The voice
That's-
acting was not the problem outside for the girl that wore diapers.
But we're not talking about that. I mean, we are right now, but we're actually here to talk about Nokotan.
Okay, the voice acting in Nokotan, mid as fuck.
Okay, I actually did want to defend this, because I knew one of you fuckers were going to say that. I did some digging. This is all of their first time in a big role. So, this is the first time they've ever done, a big role, so...
And
I'll give them props for the voice acting on a gag anime.
Bachira's first major role was fucking... Or Drew Breedlove's first major role was fucking Bachira.
I didn't necessarily have a problem with the voice acting in this show.
I just thought it was
That's
mid.
It's I would say
It's not bad for
the
their first one.
It's average. I gave voice acting a 5.
I think I gave it a...
Yeah, mid.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it was mid.
Yeah.
I gave VA a 7 solely because it was their first time. And if it's for, like, their first time for a gag anime, I'll give them props.
Crimson.
I'm Crimson.
Your name is Taki's voice actor's first major role.
Okay, you convinced me on that one. I forgot that key. I forgot that kind of...
Being mid as fuck as your first major role doesn't mean shit. And it's not even, like, directly aimed at the voice acting or the voice directing. I just fucking hate this show. And it was just so mid-tier in everything.
I mean, I would say it's terrible in most things.
I'm going to ask this, Frenchie. Worse than Sky Wizards?
No!
What was the other
I
show
can
that
be
was just
shot,
as bad?
And I would rather bleed out than fucking watch Sky Wizards Academy.
What was that other show that we did that was like 4 episodes that was Corpse Party? Is it as bad as that?
So
I
Corpse
can't
Party...
even remember Corpse Party, so...
It was the video game adaptation horror,
I
whatever.
remember what the show is.
Just nothing about it.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair.
exactly.
It's been like
that's what I'm
3
saying.
years since... Probably 4.
Yeah.
I think we watched it like 2021.
Somewhere around there.
Like that show is just like a nothing show.
It was only 4 episodes that were like 40 minutes long, so it's the equivalent of like 6 to 8 episodes.
Yeah.
It was blanked out of my memory. I probably wouldn't remember a lot about Sky Wizards Academy if some fuck hadn't made me rewatch it for a goddamn episode.
Man, I wonder who did that.
Same asshole who assigned it in the first place.
Man, I wonder who did that.
Cole, one
I'm
of
Cole.
your goals this year was to win Anime of the Year for the Weebies.
And
You just lost an opportunity, and for...
You're off to a great start, champ.
I will say, I have plenty of opportunities. This is one that I've just been wanting to watch because I've seen it and I'm like, I want to watch it. I'm not going to find time outside the podcast. Fuck it. That was, keep in mind, this was all before my schedule shift. This was all planned out before I had even gone to my new department.
Yeah, you were watching anime your entire shift at times.
See, episodes like this is why we need cameras, just so everybody can see how Frenchie's
Spiraling.
seizing.
This is the closest I'm going to do to sit-ups ever.
and it's a panic response.
Keep the core tight, like the butthole. Oh my god, I didn't know you started watching season 2. Like, the fact that you started reading the manga for More Than a Married Couple already infuriated me.
Which that one I'm like a couple chapters behind on. That one's actually getting good. That one I will give credit on. The anime did not do the manga justice.
But it's the fact that you watch the anime and it's like, I should read the manga. And then you say you have no time to do these things. Well, then adding more bad things and saying,
Because I can knock out the manga stuff in my 15-minute break. I can't knock out an episode of anime in my 15-minute break.
You sure can. You can watch it at 1.5 times speed on Netflix.
And you can skip the...
Only for Hajime no Ippo will that happen. I'm Buddy.
Oh, guy.
I'm Guy.
Well, now you don't have to do that for Hajime no Ippo because now you're going to have 3 weeks to watch it.
I do have a couple of bangers on my list
You do
of
also
shows
have
to
to
watch
get through
later.
JoJo's.
Fuck!
This man doesn't like JoJo's, but is watching season 2 of 100
I
Girlfriends.
know, and he
No,
You're
I'm
one of
not-
the fucking
And he
people-
thinks this show's good.
I'm
and he
less-
thinks JoJo's is stupid.
I'm less worried about my love or hate for JoJo's and more in the fact of how many episodes are we going to have to watch of that before you?
24.
And how many of Hajime are we going to have to watch before?
29. My assignments are all going to be short.
You got like a month for his, and when I told,
I have like...
and when I told you about JoJo's, you had a month for that as well.
My assignment's going to be 13 episodes.
Fuck. The ones I... Damn it, the ones I had planned were between 20 and 25, with one of them being 12.
So do the 12 one until we're caught up on all theirs.
So save it for next year. Got it.
I'm only doing...
It's going to take you a year.
I'm only doing
No, it's
one.
going to take all of us a year to get through it with the rate of how you guys are going to be having your guys' episodes planned out for the shows.
No.
We used to do 24 episode assignments
All
all
the
the
time.
And once you're out of
just a
training, you should be
week.
fine.
Yeah,
And-
once I'm out of training, that will help a lot.
And when we used to do 24 episode assignments, we never gave pre-warning.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm only doing one long one for at least for my first like 3 or 4 assignments. I will do Delicious in Dungeon, both parts.
Nice. I've been wanting to watch that. So,
It's so funny. Like,
I'm super down for that.
That is a show that is fucking funny.
No, I'm excited for Delicious in Dungeon. I've been holding off purposely from starting it because I know you were going to assign it.
Senshi
that
is
seems like a show
such a
you
good
would love.
fucking character.
Yeah, it's been in my radar for a while. I've been waiting to watch it.
It's really, really chipper and fun, and then it's really not. And I'm really excited for season 2. I need season 2 to come out. I love Senshi.
Season 2 of My Deer Friend, right? That's what you're waiting for?
No, I will run that deer over with my fucking car.
That deer will probably survive, and your car would probably get destroyed.
Didn't happen the first time. It's not going to happen the second time.
She'll run away going, you.
I hate that.
Oh, I remembered something else that got a chuckle out of me.
Oh?
When it ended.
Okay.
No, that didn't get a chuckle out of me. I celebrated. The slight difference. No, the hunter. Specifically, when the hunter got arrested.
Because his gun.
Because of his gun, yeah. That was actually kind of funny.
It really reminded me of the Gur Hunter from that's going after Astarion.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm looking for this person. Oh, they're right here. Oh, I think the reason I really didn't I fucking hated every character. There's not a good character in this show.
Facts.
What about Bashime?
Who the fuck is Bashime?
The one that's obsessed with rice.
I don't even fucking remember
Wait,
what character this
what?
is.
The green-haired girl that was
Oh.
looking like she was high the whole time.
The one that wanted to be a deer.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. No.
Right, yeah.
she was a vibe.
And anyone that was even close to a good character was wiped out by the sister that wanted to fuck her sister.
Yeah. Yeah, this show was bad on its own, and it had a sister with a sister complex.
Like, without the sister complex, I might have
Right.
actually enjoyed some more of these episodes. With the sister complex, I wanted to claw my eyes out.
It was a pointless addition to a pointless show.
Sister complexes are always pointless.
Exactly.
Except Citrus.
And all, yeah. And that's not even really a sister complex.
No, that one they literally make fun of sister complexes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that back-to-back shows you've assigned have had some form of a sister complex.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't even think about that.
And
I thought Alia, I was thinking Alia because, like,
You wanna
that
tell-
was a show that I've been
Super
waiting
funny.
for.
You want to tell us something, Crimson?
You know what's super funny?
I don't have a sister.
Rachel.
I've been
No.
Julia.
Closer.
That's your sister.
Your sister-in-law is closer than your stepsister?
Yes! Weirdly enough, I haven't talked to my stepsister in years.
You know
Your
what's
stepsister's
funny?
kind of hot.
I've started doing this thing where every time I watch an anime assignment that my woman does not know that I assigned, I ask her, "Who do you think assigned this?" She's never gotten one of theirs right.
I know where this is
If
going.
that tells you anything.
And she's gotten every single one of his right. Please tell me that you...
Yeah.
He's got a type.
I'm
He's
a
got big
simple
tits and
man.
a sister complex.
Okay. No.
A simple man.
Boo.
That's actually originally Cat's joke.
I know.
Kinda Sam.
I know it is.
And I'm a simp.
Should you change your
Ooh.
on-air name to Homer? Because you're a simp, son?
As soon as you said that, I'm like, I know where this is going.
It's not because you wrote the Odyssey.
Yeah, my mind went to that, and I was like, what?
Is your favorite band Simple Plan?
You have any more?
Is your favorite song Simp, Old Man?
Any more?
I'm sure I'll think of more.
All right.
You're still saved as Cremetta in my phone.
Sounds about right. I don't know anything
like-
else to really talk about with the show.
I really feel like we could evolve the nickname, too. Like, Minetta's probably not even the worst one anymore.
Simpetta?
No.
It's got to have some
Crimp?
variation of crimson in it.
Crimp?
Crimp, the Crimson Simp.
I was saying we've already done that when I was.
Here comes
Lil
the
Crimp.
Simp.
That was
Lil
Lil Crimp.
No, you were Little Crim.
Oh.
Because Little Tim. Or Tiny Crim. You were
Tiny Crim. That's what it was.
See, I'm picturing like the Crimson Chin, but the Crimson Simp. So it's instead
Instead of a
of
giant chin, it's just a single boob.
Jack Wang.
It's just a
Yes.
pair.
Taylor?
Yes.
Taylor? We need new fan art. The Crimson Simp. That's a good one.
I'd sign it. I would sign that. That's great.
He just has his crimson chin, always in a pair of boobs.
Oh my god. Shall we get in the ratings?
I feel like there's more to talk about this show, but
Go ahead. I mean,
I wanted to like it. I'll be honest, I really did.
I literally hated it so much, I fell asleep.
I wish I fell asleep. It was like a car wreck or something. I just couldn't look away, and it was like
Well, I didn't look away. I was still facing the TV. I just woke up. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta go back a couple episodes.
just the whole time of watching it, but just like I need this to end. It's like ripping a Band-Aid off, but it just won't come off or something.
I did like the Candyland, the Life episode.
oh yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
they
that
were
was-
playing Dear Life.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
You guys didn't like.
Why Alaska?
You guys didn't like when the president was following Nokotan around and thinking she was homeless. She
I already
just
said I
popped
liked
off.
the part where she scammed the people at the zoo.
No, I'm talking about when she just popped her antlers off and just pulled a banana out, just pulled a banana out and just started eating the banana.
See, that's the thing, is like this show, I wanted this show to be funny.
Or when she took her whole top of her head off and there was just a wad of cash just vibing up there.
I also wanted it to be funny because some of the anime groups I was in was like posting about the show like before we watched it, and there were a lot of people loved it. So I was thinking going in, this show's probably funny.
And it was. I thought it was.
It had some funny bits. Not enough for me to call it a funny show.
I will say, as soon as I got done with the first episode, I'm like, oh yeah, these guys are not gonna like it.
Yeah, no.
No, this was a show that I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna enjoy it. This was mostly a show for myself because I wanted to just kind of have a show where I was just like,
Good
here's some
news,
stupid
it's
shit.
rated higher than Sky Wizards Academy.
That's a relief.
Well,
I don't
Crimson,
think
I think you have like the 5 lowest shows I've ever rated.
I was saying I don't think any of these could possibly get lower than Sky Wizards.
I don't even remember what I gave Sky Wizards.
Low. All right, ratings, gentlemen.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Personal enjoyment. I gave it 9. I really like the show.
Dear God.
I will say that's the highest score on this whole damn board.
Yeah, we'll say in his defense, the last show we did, I think it was his or whoever did, I gave it a fucking like 4 or 5 for enjoyment, but I gave
For-
the
was
rest
it
of the stuff good
all ya?
scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave it.
See, I
You
really
gave
liked
it
all
good
of
like
that.
technical scores. I did too.
I also did not like that show.
Animation, I give a 5. For the most part, the main animation itself was all right. The deer stuff, admittedly, animation-wise, was bad on the deer, but I think that mostly was like adding to the personal charm for my own self for personal enjoyment. Character development, 3. It was bad. There was no development. Actually, I'm knocking it down to like a 1. There was no development. Soundtrack, 6. I actually enjoyed the soundtrack. I liked the beginning song. I thought it was fun. I thought the beginning song was fun. The outro song was pretty alright, but it was fine. I mostly liked the moments in the where it was like them chanting Shika, and like the moments where they were just having those stupid Shika moments in the background with music. I think that was excuse me. That was where most of the score for soundtrack on my end went, but like the rest of it was fine.
I liked it the first time, and then it was every episode.
World building, I gave a 3. There wasn't really much world building in this other than real world and there's a human deer. Plot. I'm looking at it now with a 3, and I'm realizing I think that might be a bit too high.
The fact that 3 is a little bit too high says a lot.
It's higher than what I gave, so
I'm knocking it to a
agree
1.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Plot's a 1.
What
The
plot?
plot's non-existent. Voice acting, I give a 5. It was alright, and especially for their first like, kind of big role, especially with a gag anime. It was alright. Art style I gave 4. It was there. Like, there was some art style there with it, mostly being Nokotan having antlers. I will say, like, the chibi derpy versions, those are fun, like, of the characters, so that's fair. Uniqueness I gave a 5. It's a gag anime. They just did it differently. So nothing really fantastic there. Recommendation I gave a 5, solely because I know that there's going to be people out there that have my sense of humor. Or might just want to watch it just out of curiosity. Like, I'm not going to tell people to watch it. If they want to watch it, I'll say, okay, go for it. But I'm not going to really go out of my way and tell people to show. So total for me is 44. Like I said, most of my points in this show was in personal enjoyment.
What did I give Sky Wizarding Academy?
There's no way this is worse than Sky Wizards.
I don't know what I
got
gave it, so I want to know.
You gave it a 27.
Okay.
Whoever wants to go next.
Fuck it! I have mine pulled up. Personal enjoyment, I gave it 3. Animation, I gave it 5. Character development, I gave it 4. Soundtrack, I gave it 4. World building, I gave it 3. Plot, I gave it 2. Voice acting, performance, I gave it 5. Art style, I gave it 5. Uniqueness, I gave it 4. Recommendation, I gave it 2. For a total of 37.
I guess I'll go. Personal enjoyment, I gave it a 2 for the couple of times that it made me chuckle. Animation, I gave it 4. Character development, I gave it 1. What character development? Soundtrack, I gave it 3. I didn't really like it. And the opening made me... it reminded me a lot of the Mashal opening I hated.
Oh.
Bing bong, bing bing bong.
Yeah, it gave, like, strong vibes from that. In fact, at first I thought it was the same song, and I had to look up the Mashal song, which made me more mad. World building, I gave it 3. Very, like, bare bones. Plot, I gave a 1. What plot? Voice acting, I gave a 5. Pretty average. Definitely not bad. Art style, I gave a 5. Again, very average. Uniqueness, I gave a 5.
Very average.
Yeah, well, there's other gag shows. There's other shows that like kind of come to mind when I think about just what kind of show this is. Recommendability, I give 1. I'm never going to tell somebody to watch this show. Never, not once. And total is 31, which is 1 point higher than I gave Sky Wizarding Academy.
Before we pass it to Frenchie, I forgot to tell the title of my thing. So my overall score was 4. My Deer Friend Nokotan Kill Me was 37.
My Deer Friend Nokotan.
Yeah, that's what I had written up in my pad. I just forgot to say it.
Frenchie, before you give your Dear Friend ratings, did you want to give your Forbidden Deduction ratings?
I don't have those on hand at the moment.
Okay, never
I
mind.
can make those really quick if you guys want to talk about something else at the moment.
Bananas are pretty good fruit.
I've been listening.
If they were made into juice, Wiki would probably like it with pulp.
I would like banana juice. That'd be $6.
Or if it came out of an antler.
It'd be banana milk. I think that's what
I don't want it to come out of a.
I've been listening to a podcast called The Legend of Evantress. I've been listening to it's a D&D one, and there's a guy in there that heals people through bananas. It's really funny.
Nice. The only thing close to that I've ever listened to is Not Another D&D Podcast,
Gesundheit.
which Brian Murphy from College Humor,
From Dropout?
yeah, is the DM for that.
Ooh.
And it's got Emily Axford.
I figured it would have her in it.
And 2 of the Drawfee people. If you guys are Drawfee fans, but I don't know them. I don't know them well enough to even say their names. But
Gotcha. I've never heard of them.
yeah, there's a lot of Drawfee stuff on Dropout because College Humor used to own it.
Yeah.
And that's
How do you spell it?
Drawfee? Draw, F-E-E. It's like coffee and draw put together.
Oh.
Okay, so versus going through everything because I don't remember 100% why I made these ratings, but I did. But it's a 76 for the deductions.
All right. I will do that average in a moment.
And then for Dear God, this anime sucks. And that is DEER. Which the fact that the term Dear God wasn't said within her popping out kind of like a sausage party
Right.
was
I mean-
underutilized.
I mean, they did make her a dear god, though.
I know, but someone didn't go, Dear God. And her go,
Yeah.
So do you say my name?
personal enjoyment, I gave it a 2. It was originally a 1, but I'm like, it's better than Sky Wizards Academy. Animation, I gave a 5. I do enjoy, like, when her face would turn really serious and it would get, like, super muscular.
Like,
the
like
JoJo's.
JoJo's ass.
Yes.
JoJo's face, yeah.
But the deer that got put in, it ruined fucking everything.
Yeah.
Character development, I gave it 2. The girl realized she could be a former delinquent and president.
You know, the thing she wanted to be at episode 1.
World building, I gave a 3. We got different parts of their high school.
You learned a little bit about mascots or something, maybe?
Soundtrack, 3. I hated the opening.
Yep.
Plot, I don't know how I didn't give this a 1, but I gave it a 2.
Okay, well, you saw some semblance of plot, I guess, somewhere along the line.
VA performance, like I said, super mid. I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was good. I gave it a 5. Art style, I gave a 6, kind of for the same exact reason I gave animation a 5. The 3D animated deer just made me want to throw up.
Yep. Yep. And they're everywhere.
Uniqueness, I gave it a little bit of a boost here. I gave it a 7. Because
Right on.
it's stupid. And it's uniquely stupid.
I guess that's true.
Recommendability, I tried to give this one a negative, but I gave it a 1. For a total of a 35.
Which is higher than his Sky Wizard Academy.
But I think like a full 10 points.
I think so, yeah. By a whole category.
So that, hold on, let me see what I put our average on this show at.
Bad.
Yeah, not good, Kronk. 37. And then the average for Forbidden Deductions got knocked down to 82.
I'm still cool with that.
Yeah. I'm fine. Like I said, I didn't expect Nokotan to get very good scores. I just wanted to watch it.
Hey, you know what? That's fair. I ain't gonna knock that, I guess.
And the fact that my score is only 9 points higher, and most of it's probably because of
Well,
personal enjoyment.
Yeah, you gave personal enjoyment a 9.
Yeah,
So
but that, again, I like
that-
stupid shit.
That's the 9 points.
That
Yeah.
makes the show way up.
Yeah.
And with Ron, the lowest score I gave it was a 6, and that was for the soundtrack because I didn't really care for the music.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Everything else was 7 or higher.
All right.
Anything else from you, Wiki?
No,
All right.
that's it. Everybody have a good night.
What's the anime assignment again?
Tower of God.
Tower of God. Okay. And where can people find that?
Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. Okay, bye.
Bye, I love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Weekly Weebs podcast.
We'll be back next week with more exciting anime talk.
Make sure to join us every show to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of anime. We'll catch you next time.